Ooh, y'all, this story gets so good. Ooh, this gets so good.
Take her home, she gon' do something. Chick, she gon' shake it for them blues.
Yeah, get into it. What's up, y'all? It's Houston Jamal, and I'm back with another video. Now, I know, I've only been gone for like 3 months. Give me a break. Like, it's hard filming while at school, and it's hard. I was gonna blame it on Corona, but never mind, it's okay. But I'm here. I'm still here. New video, new title, me, yeah. Alright, but without further ado, y'all see that title, you know this is gonna be another story time. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So this happened about 3 years ago. This was the beginning of my junior year. So I was trying to work at this McDonald's since the summer before my junior year had started. But I was too young, so I had to wait until I turned 16, and boom. So that's just like a little background of how bad I want to work there, basically, because that store at the time was popping and everybody was working there, and I was like, let me join. I want to make money. I want to be with my friends, this and that. So yeah, so fast forward, I get the job. I don't think I met the individual until like my second week there. My first week went good. I'm going into my second week, everything is good. I made a little friends here and there at my job, and you know, I'm good. I'm at the front, I'm doing my job, I'm doing good. This is my first job. I was like, okay, cool, I really like this job, this is cool. So I meet this dude, let's call him Ron. Okay, we're gonna call him Ron. So I meet Ron, we work in the same shift, and he's cool, he's cool and stuff. I could tell he like is real aggravating to his coworkers and stuff, so I'm like, oh brother, like here's somebody that starts mess and stuff like that. But to me, he gave up like a cool vibe and stuff, but like the first time I had met him, he actually ended up getting sent home because he was just aggravating and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, well. So one night, I don't know, was this the same shift or was it later, another day or something, but one night he ended up texting me on Messenger. That's Facebook for people who just don't know. I feel like people know, but he ended up texting me. I'm like, how did you find my stuff? First of all, I didn't really know him like that, and I didn't even know he knew my name, like my full name. So we chit-chatting it up and stuff and this and that. So he ends up coming off as more of a DL person. So my people in the back know what DL is. If you don't, you can look it up on Urban Dictionary. It's there. You know what it is. So I was just entertaining it. He was cute to me at the time, but I was just entertaining it. I was like, okay, it is what it is at this point. If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it don't, it don't. Mind y'all, I'm 16, so I'm just now learning like what DL is and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. So we texting and stuff, and to the people in the back, y'all know DL people, how they be so forceful with their words against gay people. Like, and he was doing all of that. I'm like, relax, calm down.
No, calm down. Calm down.
So we enjoying the conversation. So the next day, I think we worked together, or it was another time. I really don't remember these days in order like that, but I do know it was another time we had worked together, and everything was cool, and we was like more flirty, but kept it like low key, if that makes sense. Now jump to the day that everything had took off. So I come into work, he's already working, so I'm up in the front. I'm always a cashier, so I'm up in the front. So he was doing something else. I don't know if he was on drive-through or something, but yeah, he was in the front. I believe he was going on his break, and so I'm in the front. So if anybody worked at McDonald's, you know the person can't ring up their food, whoever going on break, like the person behind the register has to do it. So he comes to my register and he's telling me like what he wants and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I got it. So mind you, he's not in front of my register, he's like beside my register. So I had cups in my hand because you know I'm trying to reload the thing that's right beside the register. So I also had cups at like up on the front as well in front of me. So he grabs it and he hits me with it, and so I hit him back with it, and so then I don't know what happened after that. So I believe after I had hit him with the cups back, he had choked me like basically like this is exactly how I set up. Like I'm right by the wall, my register's right here, and so he's like right in front of me, like right here. And so then he does like this, and I push him, and so then one of the like managers, assistant manager, whoever like came, but it wasn't like really a fight. We was playing at the time. So then he's going on his break. He was calling me names like the F word and this and that, and I'm like, really? Like, for real? That's one thing I just don't understand. If you know you DL, nothing against you. I mean, as long as you're not out here doing people wrong and female and having a male on the side. As long as you're not doing any of that, I'm good with it. Like have your privacy and stuff like that until you're ready to, tell everybody. For me, I wouldn't really deal with nobody like that because when I get bored, I'll be bored. I'm like, what are we supposed to do? Like, can we go out? What are we supposed to do? But back then, 16-year-old me was like, oh, well, I might as well, like, entertain him or something. All it was texting. So I was like, okay, we just cool. You just DL and we just flirt. That's it. So anyway, back to the story. But I was like, this F word can beat your ass. And then he was like, what? Do it then. So he comes in my face. Like, he's coming in my face. And then he shifts to go get something. He comes back. Now, mind you, I'm still by my register, but I'm in the middle a little bit. So he pushes me. So I was like, for real? For real? Like, at this point, I'm just like, I never been tried like this before. Never got into a fight except for that one other time. If y'all haven't seen that, go watch my story time. But other than that, I'm not a real fighting person. I don't fight. So what you doing all this for? Then I was like, you better stop if I slap your ass. Like, for real, for real. So then he comes back and he does it again. I don't know why. I let this dude choke me. I let him push me, run into me, however you want to say it. And then he does it again. It's raining? When did it start raining? And it just stopped. Okay, cool. Florida's crazy. So he comes to me again and pushes me with his shoulder. And so then he turns around and I slap him. Now, mind you, I didn't do like that. I didn't do nothing hard. I just did like, I just basically slapped the back of his neck. Like, if y'all know, in school, when people used to do the little, give me, whatever they say, yeah, that. I basically just did that. Now, mind you, the manager, when he was pushing me and stuff, the manager was just thinking we was playing. She wasn't really even paying attention. She just was thinking we was playing and stuff. Now, the owner and stuff is in the back of the place. He's in the back. So, ooh, y'all, this story gets so good. Ooh, this gets so good. So then he's getting all mad, but he's not doing anything. He's getting all mad. I'm like, I done slapped you, so I done slapped you. And so then he was like, you better not slap me again, or I beat your ass right now, and this and that, and this. I'm just standing like behind my register. I'm just like, okay. At this point, you're not doing anything. So the manager comes. She's hearing us. So she was just like, Ron, just go home. Just go to the back. Go to the back. Talk to blah, blah, blah. Talk to blah, blah, blah. And she's saying talk to the manager and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going back to my job. And so then she asked me, she's like, what's happening? What's happening? People, this is what kills me. The dudes in the grill station, they was like, I got 50 on Houston. I got 50 on you. Because when I tell you nobody at this job liked him, like, he aggravated everybody. So he ends up getting sent home. So while he's waiting on his mom to come, his mom comes. She calls the police, y'all. She calls the police. I think it was time for me to leave. I think it was either time for me to leave or I got sent home. One of them. I don't know. But anyway, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, can you come up here? Mind you, we lived like 5 minutes, 6 minutes away from here. So it was going to be quick. So I was like, Mom, come up here because this dude just tried me. And now his mom called the police. So she comes up there. When my mom gets up there, that's when the cops come as well. So my mom's like, what's going on? And what's going on? And so then the mom, I don't talk about people's moms, but she was doing a lot. She was doing a lot. So we're sitting at like a table. And mind you, the police is in. His mom is like basically attacking me. Talking about, he did this and this to my son. He did this and this. Now, mind you, there are certain moms and certain parents that be like, oh, my child does nothing wrong. Nothing. And then there's moms who are like, I don't believe you. Like, you gotta show me that he hit you, or you gotta prove to me that he was harassing you and this and that. So when she's talking to the police, he done told his mom that I kept texting him over Messenger. I kept sending him this and that, adult like pictures. I kept harassing him to send me some. I'm like, and at that time you could not delete Facebook messages. So I could have pulled it up right then and there. So before my mom says anything, I'm sitting here in shock. So I was like, Mom, no, because I need to say something, like, for real. She was like, no, don't say anything. I was like, no, because I need to say something. So I was just like, ma'am, your son is the one who's been hitting me up. Text me, he messages me first. I can show you the messages right now. He's asking me for this and that. He's trying to get me to send this and that. I did not send this and that. He's constantly calling me F words and calling me out my name. Today I just got fed up. He choked me and he hit me with the thing today. So what else I was supposed to do? So his mom is sitting there like, what? Like, oh my God, like what? Child. So then my mom says what she has to say. Like, she ain't taking up from me all the way, but she's just like, you hear what my son just said, and you sitting here constantly putting your son on a higher thing like he didn't do anything wrong. And so then he's just sitting there like, oh my God, like, I can't believe all of this just went out like that. I'm like, you started it. Like, all you had to do was just shut your mouth. That's all you had to do from the very beginning. Shut your mouth. That's all you had to do. So his mom is talking to him. She was like, Ron, what did I tell you we don't do at work? We don't discuss sexuality, politics, and she said something else too, but I forgot that part. She was just like, okay, well, I'm sorry, Polito, we really don't need you anymore. I think we got this handled and stuff like that. So come to find out, I ended up getting fired because I hit him first. Although they didn't see him choke me, I still got fired. I was like, okay. At this point, it's cool. So I ended up working out for like 3 weeks. It was a good 3 weeks. At least I got to experience McDonald's. They say everybody's first job is McDonald's. Majority of everybody's first job is McDonald's. So I get to check that off my list. And yeah. But I ended up seeing him again at my new job, like the job I had got afterwards. I ended up seeing him again with the car with his mom in that terrible wig. I didn't say anything. I was just like, here you go. There you go. Now looking back on that situation, I should have slapped my own self, because first that dude was too ugly for me to even talk to. It was too ugly for me to even give my time to. I should have just reported it and said what he was saying, but I was just like, okay, we cool and this and that, don't do that. Like I said, I was 16, I was getting to know the whole DL thing, so yeah, it wasn't a full fight, but there we go. Alright, well that's all for this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment what story time y'all want next, or if y'all want something else, something new, let me know. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the way to 500, and we're almost there. We're close. I'm gonna get back on the grind, and we're gonna get to 500 before I end up going back to school. Alright, before I go, I want y'all to remember 3 things. Respect yourself, know your worth, and go drink some water, period.